Welcome back to Kitchen Days, your go-to channel for kitchen inspiration, design tips, and timeless style ideas. Today, we're diving into a topic that never goes out of fashion, adding vintage charm to your kitchen with classic details and retro accents. If you love the idea of blending nostalgia with functionality, you're in the right place. Vintage elements can transform even the most modern kitchen into a cozy, character-filled space that feels warm and inviting. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button if you find these tips helpful, and leave a comment sharing your favorite vintage detail. Let's get started. One of the simplest ways to create vintage charm is through color. Pastel tones like mint green, pale yellow, and soft pink instantly bring retro vibes into your kitchen. For a bolder vintage look, consider combinations like red and white, black and cream, or navy paired with brass accents. These hues were popular in mid-century kitchens and still feel timeless today. Don't be afraid to mix colors. Contrast can be your friend when aiming for a retro aesthetic. Think colorful cabinets paired with neutral walls or patterned tiles against solid countertop. Appliances are often the biggest statement pieces in any kitchen, so choosing retro-inspired ones can set the tone immediately. Look for rounded refrigerators, colorful ranges, or small appliances in pastel shades. Brands like Smeg and Big Chill have created modern appliances with vintage flair, so you get the best of both worlds, style and efficiency. Even swapping out your toaster, blender, or coffee maker for retro-inspired versions can add playful charm without a full renovation. Few details feel more timeless than a farmhouse or apron-front sink. Their deep basins and classic design work beautifully in both vintage and modern kitchens. Choose enamel-coated cast iron for a true retro feel, or opt for fireclay for a slightly more contemporary twist that still carries old-world charm. Pair your sink with vintage-style brass or chrome faucets to complete the look. These details make a big difference in achieving a cohesive style. Checkered floors are a vintage kitchen staple, especially in black and white or red and white patterns. They add instant drama and nostalgia to your space. Vinyl or tile options make it easy to achieve this look, and they're surprisingly versatile, working well with both colorful and neutral kitchens. If a full floor redo isn't in your plans, consider peel and stick tiles. They're affordable, renter-friendly, and give you that vintage vibe without a major commitment. Open shelving is a wonderful way to display vintage dishware, glass jars, and enamelware. It makes your kitchen feel more personal and lived in. Wooden shelves with visible brackets add rustic charm, while painted shelves in pastel shades can lean more retro. Be intentional with what you display. Group items by color, style, or material to keep the shelves looking curated rather than cluttered. Cabinet hardware is one of the easiest details to update. Swap out modern pulls for cup handles, ceramic knobs, or brass latches for a subtle but impactful change. Aged finishes like oil-rubbed bronze or brushed brass bring warmth and authenticity to your cabinetry. Even if you can't update cabinets themselves, hardware changes alone can shift the entire mood of your kitchen toward vintage charm. A patterned backsplash can transport your kitchen back in time. Think subway tiles with dark grout, geometric motifs, or floral-inspired ceramic tile. Retro kitchens often featured bold tile choices, so don't be afraid to embrace color and texture. If a full backsplash project isn't possible, consider removable wallpaper or stick-on tiles for a temporary but stylish upgrade. Wooden accents bring warmth and authenticity. Butcher block countertops, reclaimed wood shelves, and paneled cabinets all nod to a vintage aesthetic. Natural finishes can create a farmhouse feel, while painted wood in pastel or muted tones evokes retro kitchens of the 1950s and 1960s. Balance wood with other materials like enamel, tile, or metal to prevent the space from feeling too heavy or dark. Lighting is a key detail in creating vintage charm. Pendant lights with glass globes, schoolhouse fixtures, or enamel shades are perfect for this look. Choose warm-toned bulbs to enhance the cozy and nostalgic atmosphere in your kitchen. If you're on a budget, even swapping out a single light fixture, like the one over your sink or island, can make a big difference. Textiles are an easy and inexpensive way to bring vintage style into your kitchen. Think patterned curtains, embroidered dish towels, and gingham tablecloth. Mix and match prints for a playful retro feel, or stick with coordinated sets for a more polished look. Don't forget rugs, woven runners, braided mats, or colorful kilims can add both comfort and retro charm. Vintage charm often shines through in the details you display. Retro glassware, enamel pots, and pattern plates instantly add character. Flea markets, thrift shops, and even your grandmother's kitchen can be treasure troves for these pieces. Display them proudly on open shelves, in glass front cabinets, or even hung on walls as decorative accents. A chalkboard wall or framed chalkboard can feel both vintage and practical. It's perfect for grocery lists, recipes, or family notes. Magnetic boards with retro frames or cork boards covered in fabric also add charm while keeping your kitchen organized. This detail works especially well in eat-in kitchens, where family members gather and leave messages for each other. Nothing says vintage kitchen like a cozy breakfast nook with built-in seating. Add patterned cushions and a round table for that retro diner feel. Checkered tablecloths, chrome-edged tables, or vinyl-upholstered chairs can give your nook a distinctly retro personality. Even if you don't have a built-in nook, setting up a small bistro table with vintage-inspired chairs can capture the same warmth. Retro signage, vintage advertisements, and framed botanical prints can add layers of personality to your kitchen walls. Metal signs, neon lettering, or even hand-painted quotes give your space that old-school charm. Balance decorative art with functional pieces, like hanging cutting boards or antique kitchen tools, for a curated yet practical look. Vintage kitchens often had windowsill herbs and potted plants that brought life to the space. Adding greenery is a timeless way to soften hard surfaces. Opt for classic terracotta pots, enamel planters, or hanging macrame holders to lean into retro style. Herbs like basil, rosemary, and thyme not only add charm, but also keep your kitchen practical and fragrant. And that wraps up our guide to adding vintage charm to your kitchen with timeless details and retro accents. From appliances to textiles, every small choice adds up to create a space filled with personality. We hope this video inspires you to bring a touch of nostalgia into your home. Whether you go all in or just add a few accents, the beauty of vintage style is its versatility. Thank you so much for watching Kitchen Days. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and leave us a comment telling us your favorite vintage kitchen detail. See you next time.